Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Erico5 back with another combo video. This time I'm going to use my main character Goro. Just show you some of his basics and stuff. Meterless combos, 1 meter combos, 2 meter combos, and then some corner pressure. Alright, so I'm going to get into the meterless combos first. And they're all going to involve Goro's back 1, 2, up 2, because that's really his only meterless combo starter if you're going to hit 30% damage or bigger. See, right there was a run cancel in case you might have missed it, and that'll do about 34%. If you can't do the run cancel, you can always neutral jump, hit the 2-1, and that'll do 32%. And here's another one. This is great for in the corner for meterless damage. You see, even though it just said 28%, by doing the stop at the end, which you could see that like the moment the guy was able to get back up, the stop comes down. That's in fact 38% damage for no meter. You know, really devastating for corner pressure. You know, you could do the same thing like if you were in mid-screen, but you risk like your opponent rolling back or something like that, or you know, either way, you know, I still feel it's better for corner pressure. Alright, so next is 1 bar of meter involving the punch walk. Now these 3 combos I'm about to show you can be done in any variation. It really doesn't matter. The only thing is you're going to get a difference of about 1 to 2% damage. And the first one is going to involve the back 1, 2, up 2, just in case, say for instance you went to jump in and then you were going to do the meterless, but you seen it connected, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, well yeah, now I'm going to hit him for some big damage. So I did that one first. And this is all involving punch walk. Now all these can be done mid-screen, but I'm going to continue from here in the corner. That one began with a low. See, for a nice 37% damage off of an overhead low. This is an overhead, and it's going to do about 1% more damage, 38%, which is still beastly damage, you know, in comparison to a lot of characters for 1 bar a meter. Now naturally, if you had the person in the corner and you were doing those combos, you can always opt, instead of doing the grab at the end, to do the stop, and then you know, then you would get the extra 10% damage and stuff. But I just wanted to go and show solid combos. So the next set is going to involve his EX spin, which is honestly one of my favorites to use. But I mean, let's be honest, Goro's punch walk, by having 2 bars of armor, you know, just makes it like so good to blow through people's stuff. You know, this you only get the 1 hit of armor, but if you can connect with it, you know, even if you did it as a wake up, you would still hit him for about 35% damage, which is a great for a wake up, as we all know. Now this began overhead, and this is going to hit for a solid 40% damage, 1 bar a meter. That began with overhead low, and it's going to do 1% less damage for a solid 39. So like, as you can see, you know, the amount of damage and stuff that you're getting off of that is really sick, you know. So this spin, you know, is by far, in my opinion, better if you can connect it. You know, if you were able to get in at your opponent, you know, I would go for the spin just for that extra 2% damage on each one of your combos. And actually, you can always, you know, opt to not do the grab at the end to do the stomp if you had him in the corner. But Goro has great corner carry, so it's up to you. You know, I prefer to do the grab because of the corner pressure, which I'll get to at a later point in the video. Right now, what I'm going to do is show you 2-bar combos with Goro. Now, I do not suggest ever really doing the 2-bar combos, you know, just because Goro is a very meter-hungry character. You know, but if you can do this and it would kill your opponent, then I say go for it. You know, it's better to have him dead than to try to sit there and poke him out for the last hit, because Goro has horrible mobility, and, you know, he can really get zoned out pretty easy. And, you know, let's be honest, it's Mortal Kombat, spam reigns supreme. So here's the 2-bar combos. Two bars, 45%, not bad. But see, for 1 bar you can do 40. So, you know, if you really needed to do that 5%, then sure. And see, that involved right there 2 punch walks. So say, for instance, you were all the way across the screen, and I mean literally it'll take you almost 75% of the screen and put the person in the corner. It really has an amazing carry. So, you know, if you wanted to do that, to push the person into the corner, to try to set them up, you know, you got good damage and stuff out of it. Yeah, it kind of left you 2 bars out, which if you're using Goro properly, typically you only have 1 to 2 bars. So next thing I'm going to do is show you corner pressure and why you would really want to save some of your bars of meter, because if you got bars of meter and you get your opponent in the corner, I mean, as you're about to see, it's pretty much game over. You know, the amount of damage Goro can do for 2 bars of meter with corner pressure is sick. And I'll show you just an example, and actually there's a ton of variations using this setup, you know, so it depends on how you want to go. And remember, you know, when you're playing with any character, you're going to get some points of it where it just comes to personal preference, style, how you want to play out your character. This was overhead. This is going to be the 40% combo. Now, as you've seen just there, I pressed back 2, 1, 4. That right there is a great corner pressure tool, because if the person's not going to wake up, if you have a feeling they're not going to wake up, you can go into overheads, you know, for full combos. As you can see, just following up, just a ton of damage. You can instantly go low. You know, if they choose to block the forward 2, 1, 4, well, you have the option. You can immediately teleport slam. You can go low, or you can spin for the overhead. You know, so they really, you know, are at a real disadvantage. It's basically Goro's only real 50-50 setup, you know, and that's involving that. Or you could choose the punch walk and then do the stomp. I mean, that hit for 24% damage on its own. Add the stomp, you're talking 34% damage off of corner pressure. You know, as your opponent's sitting there on the ground, you know, a lot of people will tell you to do this, you know, for Goro's corner pressure. If the person is doing a delayed wake up, you're going to whiff this, and the recovery on it is absolutely horrible, and they're going to end up punishing you, you know. But this, is solid. It's solid. They're not going to be able to jab you out when you do it. You know, maybe if they had someone like Jax or something that just has an amazing poke, you know, but typically they're not. You know, and it's going to create a lot of pressure situations and stuff. You know, sometimes when I'm playing, as you'll see some of my videos and stuff that I made, I'll end up using it. Sometimes I really forget about it, and sometimes I'll opt to try to just confuse a person by jumping over. But you know, it's again, it's about personal preference. You know, so play with them, have some fun, and stay tuned for the new combo videos for the new Combat Pack 2 that comes out. I will be maining Alien, but that does not mean I am not going to play with Boraichu, all the different Triborgs. You know, even though we're calling him Triborg, let's be honest, he's Quadborg, because we even got Cyber Sub-Zero. So it is really, really cool. So stay tuned for combo videos and stuff coming on each one of them. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you think you have any friends or whatever that would like this video, I mean, share it. You know, I'm really trying to get subscribers. I want to bring you guys new content. I'm also going to suck it up and I'm going to buy the Street Fighter V, even though I'm not really impressed with it. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have big combos and stuff like that. It looks like a lot of poking and stuff, but I'm going to go today and actually purchase it. So stay tuned for some videos and stuff on the Street Fighter V, because after all, I am the fighting gamer. And remember, it's Erico5. Like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.